Hey guys, in this lesson, I'm going to get into this lick and, and what it's constructed of and what you can do with it. Essentially, I uploaded a video onto Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and it was this lick. It was just like a random thing that we did. Gav, one of the videographers here, was around, and I just said, hey, just grab this lick, and we did it. Stuck it up on Instagram. We had a ton of questions about what it is, how to do it. It essentially sounds like sweep picking on a guitar, when you get these guys going, so that kind of thing gives you that kind of vibe, but it's also got a lot of out notes in it as well, which will be really interesting for anybody that wants to play out of the designated chord that you're playing in. It gives you a lot of tension, a lot of coolness, makes it sound hip. Anyway, let's get on with the lesson. Okay, so the lick itself is based on an E flat major arpeggio, okay? E flat major 7. And I'll play it in its entirety to start with, a little bit slower. Okay. It's a real cool sounding lick, and it's a really great thing to learn lines like this because it gives you a really good reference point to what people are using when they create solo lines. I can remember learning, trying to, transcribing everybody that I could do just to simply get their musical language into what I was doing, figure out what scales they were using, what chords they were using, what chord tones they were using, how that affected the line, how they were playing out. I can remember when I had sort of 2 or 3 years of I've got to be able to play out and how people are doing that. And transcribing and learning other people's lines is a really fantastic way of doing that. So, pretty loud motorbike. So learning this line is going to give you a great idea of how to create a sweeping type fast arpeggio line, which incorporates a whole lot of out type licks as well over a major style tonality. And you can also transpose it to a minor if you wanted to as well. Obviously we're in E flat major, so we could play it over a C minor and it'd sound fine as well. Anyway, so the lick itself, again, I'm just going to go through it so you can hear it. Super cool. So the first part of the line is simply an E flat major. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'll go through the notes, and then I'm going to show you how I actually finger it in terms of hammer-ons and pull-offs, because to get this, and I use a whole lot of raking as well. I'm not alternate fingering, alternate picking with that. There's a few little tricks I can show you that will go in there. Anyway, so the first part of the line, let's talk about the notes first. The first part of the line is just, so it's just an E flat major arpeggio. But you actually go up to the 9. So root, 3rd, 5, 7, 9. And then the next part is 7, and then we hit the root again. That's kind of the first part of the entire lick. And with anything like this, it really helps to break the licks up into small bite-sized pieces and work on them individually like that, because then you can try and get it up to speed. And then after you hit this E flat here, you then run up the scale tone. So root, 9, 3, 5. Again. Again. I want to give you guys all the tab and the notation for this as well. So if you're watching this, click the link below. It'll take you through to a page where you can actually download all the notation for this lesson. Okay, so I'll tab notation, the full 9 yards for you. Okay, so here we go again. first part of the lick. And practice that. And it's that gives it that sweeping sound, okay? It's good fun. How I'm actually, let me talk about some hammer-ons and pull-offs here, because it's important that you get this down. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to play it at that speed. The first two notes, it's a pluck and then a hammer. So pluck, hammer, pluck, pluck, pluck. Pluck, hammer, pluck, 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 pull off, hammer, hammer, pluck, hammer. You want to download the tab for this again. It's going to be hard for you to get this just on a video without even writing it down. So if you just if you hit the link below this video, you'll be able to download the tab and the notation, which is really going to help you out with this. Okay, so here we go again. Pluck, hammer, pluck, 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 pull off, hammer, hammer, pluck, hammer. Sometimes I'm actually hitting that top note as well. And then, next bit, this is the cool bit. So, right up to the major 7 of the E flat major arpeggio. So really up until this point, we've only played arpeggio notes, other than the 9th, which is a chord tone anyway, really. Really, if you think about the extensions, you know, root, 3rd, 5, 7, 9, 13, you know. Okay, so, and I really just slide up to that major 7, that D there. It's hard to hit that spot over and over again without going, you know, too high or too low. It's a muscle memory thing, so you just got to practice over and over until you get it. And then here, more chord tones. What do you know? So, it's a really great line, this actually. So we hit that top, the major 7, and then back to the 5th. Now look at the fingering's really important here. 1st, 2nd on the 5th, 3rd on the root, and then I actually slide down with my 3rd. This is still, you know, root, 5th, 3rd, root, slide down to the major 7, 1st, with the 1st finger play the 9th, and then you're back to the root again. So it's a really great line, that. Okay, so fitting in with the rest of it. Okay, so after you go the how cool is that? So here, now we're just stepping out of the chord, okay? So hit hit that first finger, the 5th of the E flat there, slide down, and it's just finger 1, 2 and 4, which is A, F and D, and a slide down with a little finger. So to the D flat, and then E, A flat, so it's the same shape. You can actually move this around. Okay, that kind of thing. So, okay, so we've gone. Here we go. And we actually resolve onto the major third of the E flat again. So we're using this little device just to get down to that E flat major, that major third there. And that in itself is just such a great lick, you know. Okay. Anyway, back to the lick, okay? So we'll do it up until the point that we've got it now, okay? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 4. 2, 3, 4. Now, after you get to this point, you know, I'm just running down the E flat major. So obviously I come down here, but I'm just going here to the E flat, to the C, to the A flat. So it's also almost going down an A flat major arpeggio to the major third of the E flat. That's it there. So all the way down the A flat major, and then the 9 and the major 7 of the E flat. And then after that, you just go right up the E flat major, just as a triad. And then you hit the major 7 at the top. And you hold, and that's a major 7, the root of an E flat, and the sharp 11 or sharp 4, which is an A. Okay, so it's just up the E flat as a triad, and then the major 7 on the top. What I really like to do is imagine it being instead of legato, where, you know, each note's going into each other. I want it to kind of be like I imagine like a trumpet horn section. It's really hard. Playing them notes as staccato. So it's a bit of a monster. So let's take it from the start, okay? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Another thing to point out is this bit here, I'm raking a lot in this with this hand, so pluck it, pull off, and then pluck, but with the index finger, so I'm raking. Slide, rake, slide, rake, slide, rake, slide, rake, pick, slide, rake. And then on the way up, obviously, it doesn't matter. It has to be alternate. So look out for them raking points. Again, I really recommend that you download the transcription for this. If you watch it on YouTube, the box is below. Click that, follow the instructions, and we'll send it straight to your inbox. If not, if you're on scottsbasslessons.com, just hit the link and you can download it there. Okay. So again, I'm just going to play up to speed so you can see what it sounds like when it's burning. I do like that sweeping vibe though. And you can do that kind of thing on minor chords as well. It's harder going down almost with the sweeping stuff on bass, but it depends, what you're doing with your plucking hand and whether you're raking or not. Like coming down raking is a lot easier. And I do use a lot of raking. If you are an Academy member, by the way, check out the technique course, okay? It's like 2 or 3 hours long, and it's where I show you the exact exercises I used to get all of my, all my hammer-ons and pull-offs and raking and all that stuff, alternate picking, all that stuff together. So if you are an Academy member, do check that out. If you're not an Academy member, make sure you go check it out. Just go to scottsbasslessons.com. It's an absolutely fantastic place to learn bass online. I'm teaching in there. I've got tons of courses in there ranging from like 1 to 2 hours right up to 8 to 10 hours, I think our longest course is. And we've also got live weekly seminars with some of the best educators on the planet that come in every week and stream it directly to the comfort of your own home, so you can chill and eat McDonald's or whatever. And eat McDonald's and play bass. I can't think of anything better, actually. I'd love a McDonald's breakfast right now. Don't McDonald's breakfast just rock. Anyway, guys, as I said, you can download all the information for this lick directly below this video. Other than that, take it easy, and as always, I'll see you in the shed. The 2015 Kickstarter challenge.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
Hey everybody.
Hi everybody. Hello all. Hello.